Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Conservancy Connections. My name is Kelly and I am the coastal educator from the Bald Head Island Conservancy. If you guys don't know what we are a small environmental nonprofit located on Bald Head Island, North Carolina. We are known for our sea turtle conservation, barrier island studies, and education programs. We are not able to get to the island and neither are you, so we thought we might as well bring you guys a little bit of education. If you guys want to support us, we have a donation link down below. If you do give us a donation, I want to thank you from the very bottom of my heart, and please leave the word education in the comment box so we know where the donation is coming from. And without further ado, let's learn about a really cool animal. Today we're going to be learning about one very strange animal that lives in the United States, and that is the opossum. These guys have a really bad reputation, but they really are very important, and they're just really cool creatures. Opossums are a furry creature that is pretty well known in the United States. They can be found basically anywhere in the eastern part of the US down to Central America. They like to live anywhere that has some shelter or some water, basically wherever their needs are going to be met. They are common on Bald Head Island. We do see them pretty regularly. They are really well known for having a cat-like body, so they are relatively small, usually less than 2 feet. But then they have a very, very long tail that usually does not have any fur on it. So it's more of a rat-like tail, and the tail is usually about 1/3 of its body. So our opossums are not a typical mammal. They are still endotherms, which means that they can control their own body temperature. They also are vertebrates, which means that they have a backbone just like us. They also give live birth, so that means that they are having babies. They are not laying eggs. They are not spawning like some animals in the ocean. And they also have fur at some point in their lives. But instead of the typical mammal like we find everywhere else, so deer, dogs, wolves, foxes, these opossums are marsupials. Marsupials are just a little bit different. It's mostly the way that they are reproducing. And this is because they have their babies and they are extremely small. They're only about the size of a honeybee, so they're just a little jelly bean guy. And they will then go into a pouch that is on the mother's either stomach or over by their butt. They will go into a pouch, which is where they are able to drink milk and stay protected until they are large enough to go off on their own. With opossums, that usually lasts about 100 days, sometimes less, before they are able to go off on their own. And they learn a lot from their moms during this time. You can see the baby opossums, whenever they start to get fur, they will venture out of that pouch and hang on to their moms and then go back into the pouch for safety and for food. Some other marsupials that you might know of are kangaroos, wallabies, koalas, wombats, and other animals that live in Oceania. These opossums are omnivores. That means that they are going to eat anything that they can find for the most part. They're also known as scavengers. They will eat dead things on the forest floor. They will also eat some plant matter that they find around them. They will also eat tons and tons of bugs. One that they're really known for eating is ticks. They keep away a lot of things that we don't want in the area. They also have such a low body temperature that it is extremely difficult for them to carry rabies. So these little furry animals cannot give you rabies, and they're going to be eating all those ticks and those dead things on the forest floor, so they are going to be really helping out humans as well as the ecosystem. They typically do not make their own burrow, so you will find them hanging out in hollowed out logs or burrows that other animals have left behind. They don't really dig their own, they will use another one that has been abandoned. They are relatively solitary creatures. The only time you'll see them together is during mating season and also when that mom has all those babies. It's also pretty difficult to find these opossums. They are mostly nocturnal. That means that they live and hunt at night. So that is where they are the most comfortable. Through years and years of evolution, they have grown extreme anxiety. Whenever these guys are threatened, sometimes they will bare their teeth or hiss. If the thing that is threatening them does not run away with those hisses, they will get so stressed out that they will faint and play opossum. So you guys may have heard that term before, playing opossum. And this is not a voluntary act. They actually get so stressed out that they will faint. And whenever they faint, they will act like they are completely dead. They will emit a foul smell that smells like they're dead. Their eyes will glaze over, their lips will draw back. I've seen an opossum that is playing a possum, and it is very convincing that this animal is no longer alive. But if you leave this animal alone, especially if it has an exit strategy, in a couple minutes to hours they will run away and they will be completely fine. Due to this extreme anxiety, they do have very short lifespans. They typically do not live past 2 years old, but they have nice and full lives during that time. So since these guys are not mammals, they do not hibernate. Their body temperature is able to drop pretty low. They are not as active in the winter, but they still are not going to go to sleep. Another really cool thing about our opossums is that they're extremely good climbers. They have an opposable thumb on their back feet that allows them to hold on really well to whatever they are climbing. Their tail is also able to wrap around whatever they are climbing. So a lot of cartoons show our opossums hanging upside down to sleep with that tail, but unfortunately they can only do this for a short amount of time. It's more to catch themselves before they fall. Especially baby opossums will do this because they're a little bit more clumsy than the adults. But they will not be sleeping this way. That prehensile tail is not able to hold themselves that well. A prehensile tail means that they are able to move it, they are able to grab with it. That is one of the ways that they're able to be such good climbers. Also, opossums and possums are not the same thing. So the animal that has the O in front of their names, these are the ones that are native to the US and North America, while possums without the O are a marsupial that is found in Australia. They are much smaller, they are a little bit more brownish, and they are very, very different than the Virginia opossum that we know in the United States. Opossums have really good memories as well. In scientific studies, they have been able to remember where food is even better than cats, dogs, rats, and pigs. And that means that they have pretty good memories. That means that they will remember if something is toxic, they will remember an area that has a lot of food, and sometimes that even means that they will remember when a human is nice to them or not. Here are some baby opossums that were found near Federal Road on Bald Head Island. Luckily, they were called in on time and we were able to take them to a rehab facility to help save them. They were still very small and pink and they should have still been with mom. If you find any wildlife on Bald Head Island that looks like it needs help, please call our wildlife hotline that I will leave down below, or it's on our website at bhic.org. Alright, that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned a little something about our cute opossum friends, and I hope that you appreciate them just a little bit more. So I want to thank you guys for coming out today. It really means the world to me that you guys are learning with me. If you guys do want to leave a donation for the Bald Head Island Conservancy, we do have a link below. Just a reminder to put education in the comment section so we know where that donation is coming from. I hope that you guys have an absolutely amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you guys again on the next one. Bye!